Every now and then you might come across a story in the news where somebody seriously injures themselves or perhaps even dies because they mixed cleaning products together. This is a serious thing, and I know sometimes you'll scroll online and see people dumping a whole bunch of cleaning products into a toilet bowl or a sink or a bucket and say that it's totally fine and totally safe, but please, please do not mix cleaning products. I'm gonna go through lethal combinations in this video, things that you should never mix together. I'll also talk through some safe stuff to mix together, but remember, we are not the chemists here. I mean, if you are a chemist, absolutely by all means go ahead. But the average layperson who is picking up cleaning products does not have a chemistry background and shouldn't be making their own cleaning potions. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. And I wanted to let you know that this video is brought to you by Makers Clean, our sister company where we sell premium microfiber cleaning tools and more. First up, bleach and vinegar. I can't imagine a combination that would smell worse to begin with, but you've got vinegar, which in and of itself is a great cleaner for cutting grease and getting things streak-free. And then you have bleach, which is a disinfectant and can be used on its own. However, when those two products mix, they cause chlorine gas, which is something you do not want to inhale. You do not want to be in the same vicinity as. It can cause eye, lung, nose irritation. It can land you an all-inclusive trip to the ER as well. Next up is bleach and ammonia. You're commonly going to find ammonia in glass cleaners. You can also clean with ammonia on its own. We already know bleach is something that you would use for disinfecting, and if you mix those two together, you're going to get chloramine gas, which can lead to shortness of breath, coughing, scary stuff, lots of irritation. Again, another all-inclusive trip to the ER for you. Next up, we've got bleach and rubbing alcohol, and if you mix those two together, you get chloroform, which you don't want to get, because if you do get it, it'll make you pass out. Yes, it's that creepy stuff from crime shows. If you're noticing a trend here about bleach, just bleach plays on its own, that's it. I do a lot of cleaning with hydrogen peroxide and I do a lot of cleaning with vinegar. However, these are two things you never want to mix, because if you do, you will get peracetic acid, which is corrosive, which means that it eats away at things. No, thank you. So even though they're two relatively harmless ingredients, they can form something pretty nasty. If you've ever had a clogged drain, you might feel inclined to dump a bunch of different things down the drain until the problem is solved. And if you hear bubbling and gurgling, you might feel excited and encouraged and want to throw even more down there. Please resist all urges to do this. Do not mix drain cleaning products with other drain cleaning products or with other cleaning products at all. Pick one drain cleaning product, use that, commit, and then walk away. Here's another weird combination, but hey, people talk about it, and that's mixing oven cleaner and bleach. We are talking about two extremely harsh products in and of themselves, but mixing them together, again, is going to create a toxic gas. Now, when I clean the oven, I stay far away from oven cleaner. I just find it too toxic, too dangerous for me to want to use. And bleach, I wouldn't put that anywhere near my oven. There's absolutely no reason to be using bleach to clean your oven in the first place. There are tons of alternatives that you can try. Next up, we've got a weird combination of toilet bowl cleaner and bleach. Now, I totally understand. You want your toilet to be clean, but a lot of toilet bowl cleaners do contain enough product in them to get rid of stains, get rid of bacteria, get rid of germs, and also clean the toilet. You do not need the addition of bleach in the bowl. That can also create extra gas. And I'm not talking about this kind of gas. This one's a double up. We've got mildew cleaner and glass cleaner. Both of these very likely contain ammonia. You do not want to mix these with bleach. If you're going to tackle either of those areas and you want to use bleach, just use a solution of 10:1 water to bleach. Leave the ammonia-based product out. However, I will say, I don't think you need bleach to clean your glass, and if you want to use bleach to clean a mold or mildew infested area, you want to make sure that you're using a specific product. Bleach can deal with it, but in my opinion, there are better products on the market that supersede bleach's ability to deal with those issues. So now that you know what not to mix, let's talk about some safe cleaning practices. First and foremost, please read the label on your cleaning products. They are going to tell you everything you need to know, where the product is safe to use, where it is not safe to use, and what it does not play nicely with. If you need to do a little bit more digging, you can always find the MSDS sheets, which is the safety data on any cleaning product, on the cleaning products website. Now, in my vast cleaning experience, I've been doing this since 2006. I can honestly tell you, I don't use bleach, I don't use ammonia. I just don't need it. There's no point. There are plenty of other products that I can have in my home to tackle those issues without having to bring those two in. And I leave them out of my house because it just doesn't feel safe. There are too many risks associated with using or mixing those products. I just want to eliminate any concern. Now, if you are someone who likes to have bleach or ammonia in your home, please make sure that it's clearly labeled and that you're using it safely. Now, if you are going to be using multiple cleaning products, the right way to do it is to use them in tandem, which means one after the other. So you want to tackle one cleaning issue first, like removing dirt from a surface, and then you want to tackle the next issue, say disinfection. In between those cleans, you want to make sure that you're rinsing the surface to remove any product residue. If you're using something strong like bleach or ammonia, you want to make sure that you're in a well-ventilated space. So if you're in a small bathroom, you can open windows, turn on the fan, and if you're in a larger space, you want to make sure that you're opening windows and have any fans on in the house to just keep things ventilated and keep air flowing. You also want to make sure that for harsh things, you're using proper PPE, rubber gloves, eye protection. Now, I love making DIY cleaning products. I always talk about it here on the Clean My Space channel, and I have lots of videos that you can check out below that talk about some of these safe DIY recipes. Stick to those. Cleaning should make our homes healthier and safer, not a toxic, hazardous zone that can land us in the emergency room. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, do you like making your own cleaning products, or do you prefer store-bought products? Let me know in the comments down below. I like a mix of both. I would say about 60% of the cleaning I do is with DIY products, and about 40% is with store-bought. And on the topic of DIY cleaners, I've got a whole video for you right here about DIY cleaners that actually work, so you can check that out. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.